Doncic outside. To the paint. Here's Montgomery. Wembanyama with the rebound.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Abdul-Jabbar is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Curry. Then it's Morant. And it's Montgomery in at the 5, roaming the paint. Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, D.A.?
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind, and it's fun to watch. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Spurs.
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
And on top of that, they've been asserting themselves offensively, getting a good chunk of their points from inside.
That free throw good from Doncic. Well, Stan, when the Spurs landed the first overall pick in the draft, their fortunes changed back on May 16th, 2023.
Look, Kevin, the hardest thing for any franchise is to find the guy that you can build everything around. When they got Wembanyama, that dream came true for San Antonio, and they've got the guy they can build this franchise around for years to come. Wow, that's a tough foul to take there. That gives him 2 early on, and the coach might have to cut his minutes a bit.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge play.
Yeah, quick thinking pays off big. What a block.
Porter's checked in for Castle. Holmgren, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Morant against Porter. Three-pointer, Fox. And it's Luka with the rebound. Bucks trail by 4. Morant scanning the floor. Over to the left wing. Montgomery, the pass to Morant. And Morant throws it down.
Well, yeah, there's that explosiveness we talk about with Morant. He gets off the floor with such ease.
Pass to Sohan. And Johnson on top of the key. Now Wembanyama. Count that one. Wembanyama's got 6.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside.
Morant against Porter. Shot from free throw range. And it's Morant missing. Spurs leading by 4. Here's Johnson. The shot, no good. The Bucks, they won their last contest, that game against the Chicago Bulls.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
And Fox gets it to go.
He's looking very confident so far. The defense is going to have to account for him.
Porter against Morant. Montgomery, defended by Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. Here's Doncic. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent D there by Johnson. San Antonio's gone, just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Fox passes to Porter, and here is Johnson. Wembanyama, a screen. Shoots the 3. Johnson's shot is off. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Atlanta Hawks.
And he pulls off the Houdini to make that catch and slam it through.
Stupendous alley-oop. Spurs leading by 4. Fox passes to Wembanyama. From 7. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Wembanyama has got 8 points.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Pass to Holmgren. Down low. Here's Curry. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Great work inside by Curry there. So clever and composed in the paint.
Porter looking it over. Wembanyama with it. Inside. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Taking a look here at some of the numbers for Chet Holmgren. Some changes here for the Spurs. Sharp comes in for Sohan. And Castle is subbed in for Fox. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. James Harden comes in for Stephen Curry. Sharp, the pass to Johnson. Holmgren against Wembanyama. From deep three-point land. Luka Doncic grabs the miss. Bucks trail by 4. 1:05 left in the first quarter. Holmgren with a screen on Johnson. And here's Doncic from the arc. The rebound by Sharp.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Pass to Porter. Now Wembanyama. Here's Castle, guarded by Harden. Here's Castle. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. San Antonio again missing.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
Now here's Harden. A 4-point game. Johnson with it. Still without a basket. Pass to Wembanyama. Outside Porter. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Spurs. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all, and he looks to be planning for more. Back right after this. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen from the Spurs so far, guys, what do you think?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Yeah, they've made a point to get inside on this defense, and it's been working like a charm early on.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, guys, teams are all grappling with this new CBA, especially the dreaded second apron. Fans possibly unclear on what it means. Honestly, even front offices are still navigating the complexities of the new restrictions. But basically, it has become harder for teams to spend big and acquire new players under the current systems. We'll see, guys, how this impacts everyone moving forward.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. All right, Shams, thanks a lot. Castle is out there with Kevin Porter. Then it's Sharp. Then there's Keldon Johnson. And it's Branham in at the 3. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. You can see, and Coach, you can feel Ja Morant's star power, and his presence on the floor is such a factor. It affects the game.
Yeah, it sure does. And it even affects the energy in the building. His play is so dynamic, athletic, energetic. I mean, you can't sit and watch a Ja game. He's going to get you on your feet.
He is one of a kind for sure.
Well, Morant is so athletic that he finds himself at the free throw line a lot.
Kyle Kuzma's checked in for the Bucks. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with a pass.
Holmgren with a screen on Porter. And Holmgren the bucket on the assist by Morant.
I mean, sneaky when he moves around the floor. Holmgren takes you out of the play, slips past, and just rolls to the hoop.
Now here's Porter. He has yet to score. Pass to Castle. Takes it off the glass.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Morant against Porter. And that one's good, Morant.
Well, when Morant makes that move, the defense is almost helpless.
Here's Castle, guarded by Harden. Second chance shot. Milwaukee with the rebound. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
And they did just what they set out to do in that game. I mean, they were definitely the ones dictating pace, style, and tempo.
Yeah, the whole challenge is controlling the game and being able to do what you want to do. They did that perfectly.
Sharp sets the pick for Porter to the middle. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Spurs making a switch here. Vassell's checked in. Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Bucks. Luka Doncic comes in for Kyle Kuzma. And Sharp, no good on that one. And the Spurs winning the 2023 lottery stand, adding the terrific Victor Wembanyama. A franchise changer, it appears.
Yeah, Kevin, the hardest thing, and you need a lot of luck to do it, is to get that guy. The guy you can build everything around. There aren't enough of them to go around. Victor Wembanyama is a guy you can build a championship franchise around, multi-skilled at his size. This guy's going to be a fixture in this league for a long time.
A moment now to check out who's leading in the All-Star voting.
And a lot of fans and players interested to see how this thing all turns out.
And you look at Abdul-Jabbar. He's gotten his share of votes, but there are still a lot of players in front of him.
And it's just been tough in the East this year. Kevin, so many guys are having huge seasons. Even getting near the top 10 is impressive.
And it's going to be an exciting showcase. We'll keep you updated with the results each day during the voting. Here's Castle. 6 points for him. Sharp with a screen on Morant. Porter passes to Sharp. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Long 7-1 with that 7'6" wingspan. Holmgren can alter or block just about every shot in his vicinity.
And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bucks.
Well, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And also, given the game is more fast-paced nowadays, I like the way they capitalized in transition, keeping their foot on the gas.
That's inexcusable defense right there. You gotta contest the shot better than that.
Now, here's Morant for three. Drills it from outside. Morant's got the lead. Back up to 3 now for the Bucks. Porter against Morant. Pass to Johnson. Back to Porter. The Spurs need to get a shot off here. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Shot from 16. He's 4 for 6 from the field with that miss. The Spurs have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Bucks leading by 3. Doncic looking it over. Antetokounmpo finds Morant. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. Greg, with how explosive Ja Morant is, he has certainly taken his fair share of awkward falls.
And that's what worries you with guys like that. He's already had a number of injuries in his young career, but we all just want to see him at full health.
That free throw, no good. All right, we're in the middle of the season here, Greg. How do you stay engaged at this time of the year?
Honestly, Kevin, it can be hard. The schedule is so daunting, and there's really no time to reset. So spending your off days recharging, I think, is important.
Victor Wembanyama is checked in for Sharp, and he sinks the second.
And it's hard to pick a more electrifying player in the league than Ja Morant. He explodes off the floor.
Johnson with a screen on Harden. Here's Castle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
All the officials are all over that one.
San Antonio shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Castle. So he gets them both. Now, here's Doncic. He's coming off a 31-point game against the Bulls in Chicago.
And on the defensive end, he was extremely disruptive, forcing turnovers and making the offense uncomfortable.
Here's Castle. 11 points in the game. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. Pass to Porter. Here's the 3. Offensive rebound. Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
It's Morant against Porter. Holmgren with a screen on Porter. To the inside. It's stolen by Wembanyama. For 3, and there's Porter on the assist by Vassell. And it's a 3-point Spurs lead.
Shooting while in rhythm. Porter Jr. has an impressive understanding for when to let that thing fly.
To halt the run, and it's Doncic missing.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Wembanyama, a screen on Giannis. 6 to shoot. Johnson, that's for 2. And another basket for San Antonio.
You know, some guys who rely on their strength aren't great shooters. Johnson, though, is in a different category.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. A different look now for San Antonio. Branham's checked in, and it's Fox in for Kevin Porter. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Stephen Curry's checked in for James Harden. Johnson outside. He's looking for Wembanyama and finds him. Johnson kicks to Vassell. Shot clock at 6. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Oh, Wembanyama, too easy.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Morant passes to Holmgren. Outside Curry. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Wembanyama outside. Fox against Morant. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And sometimes Fox just can't be contained. I mean, he plays with so much heart and passion and terrific scoring even when he gets bodied up.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good, Fox. And for De'Aaron Fox, his three-point shooting, Greg, has come a long way.
In his rookie season, he only shot 30% on 2 attempts per game. But his volume and efficiency have both gone way up. And it's made him much more dangerous offensively.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. The Bucks use their size defensively to great impact. Coach Doc Rivers said, we're not fast, we're long. So we get our fingertips on a lot of balls, and that slows fast teams down. Switching keeps guys in front of you, and the more size we can put in front of people, the better we can be. Kevin?
BA, you followed this league for a long time. That sounds like a pretty good game plan. The Spurs making a switch here. Sharp's checked in. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge him. Right. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Stan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Wow. And looking at that replay again, just a big-time block right there.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
San Antonio leading by 3. Outside, Fox. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Morant against Fox. Morant dishes to Doncic. This one for 3, and Doncic with the triple.
Well, this is shaping up to be a special night for him. Started out well and is only turning it up here in quarter 2.
And timeout is called by Greg Popovich. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. As always, the mid part of the NBA season, quite a grueling part of the schedule. Right now, let's check out how the standings are shaping up in the East. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're looking extremely sharp right now, poised in the top spot and playing very well.
And seeing where the Bucks are, they've been on a tremendous run this season. All the pieces were in place coming into the year, and they haven't missed a beat. Great chemistry, great coaching, and potential to do some great things in the postseason.
Yeah, no one is taking them lightly. This is a team with everything you really need to make some noise in the playoffs.
Yeah, bucket by bucket, the legend of Steph Curry continues to grow.
Wembanyama passes to Vassell. The kick out to Fox. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. Thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
One shot.
They throw good, Fox.
With so many great point guards in this league, sometimes a guy like De'Aaron Fox can be overlooked, but when he's on, no one can stay in front of that man.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
It's all about Antetokounmpo. Here's Morant. Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible. Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? We give Morant about an 11 there?
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. Now, here's Fox. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Atlanta. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Hassel misses. Milwaukee leading by 3. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. They'll find themselves in the middle of this string of 3 straight at home. Pass to Castle. Outside, Fox. Morant with some nice D. Milwaukee's gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. And Giannis gets it to go.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 19. Pass to Sohan. Oh, and he almost had a 4-point play right there. He'll go to the line with a chance for 3.
Well, you can't be undisciplined guarding Sohan because he sometimes baits you into fouling.
The Spurs have made 6 of their 7 attempts at the line in this one.
3 shots.
And he hits the first of 3.
Yeah, in this quarter, they've had the right approach, driving and drawing, initiating contact, create opportunities, get to the line.
Good on the second free throw.
Watching Jeremy Sohan develop has been so interesting. He's a strong passer and defender, but he's working hard to be a more complete player.
And he makes all 3. 58 seconds left in the second quarter. Morant passes to Doncic. Fox against Morant. 5 on the clock. Tries it from the top of the key. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got 7 rebounds in the game. Inside, about 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
Well, that alley-oop attempt, a case of what could have been, just didn't finish the play.
Well, it's not easy to time that up. Just not quite in sync yet.
Fox looking it over. And he comes up with the deuce. Fox has got 21.
I mean, he's just been brilliant today, guys, and it was the same exact story last time out.
It's been all about Luka Doncic for the Bucks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much, Doc. A high-scoring affair in the first half. Did you think coming in that it would be this kind of a shootout?
Not at all, but we're not playing good enough defense to guard anybody. So, we just got to play better to keep the ball in front of us.
Doc, thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
They're measuring up the shot.
Hello and welcome, and what a first half for cool hand Luka Doncic.
Well, I love what he's doing offensively. He's hungry, he's attacking, and he's not settling.
He's shooting well because he seems to be getting the shots he wants.
Listen, a guy like that can always get a shot that he wants, Ernie.
Moving on to our next topic, All-Star voting. A peek at the latest returns.
I've got a good idea who I want to see make the cut. So far, these results are close, but I know what I'm thinking. It's right there, Shaq.
That's why this is a democracy, Kenny. One person doesn't get to choose.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Milwaukee in the lead. So with Harden on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Curry is out there with Luka Doncic. Then it's Kareem, and then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Montgomery in its center. Doncic on the drive inside. Rebounded by Castle. And San Antonio shooting one of the high points for them in this game. And it's a great finish!
Oh my gosh. Jeremy Sochan, an emphatic 2 points.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. And that one drops. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Wembanyama for 3. Milwaukee with the rebound. Doncic has got 7 rebounds in the game. And really, Stan, Victor Wembanyama has a chance to be one of those paradigm-shifting players. Don't you agree?
Oh, no doubt, Kevin. First of all, there are not going to be very many 7'4" guys come along and then come with the skills that he has on a court, the length, his mobility, how fluid he is. It's unprecedented.
And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Devin Vassell.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
That free throw good from Doncic. Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, you're not running back on defense, things like that. That I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. It's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. Curry is inside. Guarded by Fox. A shot by Antetokounmpo. Nobody around, and the Bucks miss again.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Vassell kicks to Fox. Shoots over Curry. Fox, no good.
Well, that's a look they'll take every time down the floor. But even with the soft interior defense, they can't seem to convert it.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
At the line for the Bucks, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. At the line for one.
One shot.
Free throw drops for Abdul-Jabbar.
And you're talking about one of the most decorated superstars in the history of college basketball, but maybe the most impressive feat. He won 3 national championships, and Kareem has a way of affecting winning.
It's good. Castle's got 13 points.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
Timeout.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly.
All right, fans, it's dance game time. Get ready to dance like everyone's watching. Let's see what you got. Get down. You must have left your dancing shoes at home.
The grind of the NBA season wears on, but what a pleasure this year is turning out to be. Let's check out the West and see how the standings look. You look at San Antonio, they're sitting pretty, second place, and looking to take the top spot.
And, you know, right now for San Antonio, they're not an opponent any team wants to see on their schedule. They've been producing all season long. And, guys, I don't see them slowing down anytime soon.
Well, if you're able to strike fear into your opponent before even stepping on the floor, you're doing something right.
To the middle. The inside game of Stephen Curry.
Showing great vision and delivering the pass out in front.
Fox passes to Sohan. Back to Fox. Pass to Vassell. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Milwaukee with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Here's Fox, open and close and nails it. Fox has got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, when Fox gets into a rhythm, he is tough, having himself a night.
And here is Doncic. He's got 21. And it's Abdul-Jabbar penetrating. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, clearly struggling here with the foul. Still early. And just one more will put him over the limit.
And so it's Milwaukee with it. 4-point game. Here's Giannis. That is a great finish! Oh,
my.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And the basket by Castle. Castle's got 16.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Here's Doncic. Doncic going to work.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle. Fires for three. Rebound, Milwaukee. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Giannis against Fox. Antetokounmpo passes to Montgomery. Outside Curry. Clock at 6. Down low. The kick out to Abdul-Jabbar. And here's Doncic from the arc. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama's got 9 rebounds now tonight. To the paint, Abdul-Jabbar with the steal. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break.
And big men aren't supposed to move that well in the open floor. That's a big reason Giannis earned the name, the Freak.
Here's Castle. Headed by Doncic. It's good. 18 points for him. Milwaukee leading by 5. Outside Curry. Curry crashes inside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pass to Castle. Wembanyama, a screen on Doncic. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Now Doncic, who's got 23. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got 7 points for the quarter.
There you go. That's the stroke we saw in the first half.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys has 5 rings, and that's not a knock on Doncic. This is a team sport, but Magic's ability to affect winning was right there with another MJ, Michael Jordan.
Wembanyama against Giannis. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. Second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. He's got 8.
And really credit their advantage on the backboard. That's where the lead has been built, and that's why they are in control.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. checked in for San Antonio. The Bucks also with the sub. Morant's checked in. Spurs trail by 8. Here's Castle. He's got 18. Johnson outside. Wembanyama sets a screen for Johnson. He takes it in. Rebounded by the Bucks.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboard.
Left side Curry. Doncic outside. With some arc. Rebounded by the Spurs. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And Sochan can do a little bit of everything, including finding his teammates like he did there.
And so Doncic will bring it up for Milwaukee. 6-point lead. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. They get it again. Goes up again. No good at the rim. San Antonio's gone 2 of 5 with a 3-point shot since coming out of the break. And Fox gets it to go.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
Doncic outside. Back to Morant. Inside, here's Curry. Got a piece of it.
High effort defensive play by Sochan. He can be very effective on that end of the floor.
Milwaukee leading by 4. Over in the corner, Doncic. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Outside Curry. Gets it, keeps his balance, and finishes the play.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Here's Fox. It counts, and the foul. It's going to go on Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Sharp comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And Porter subbed in for Sochan. Free throw good, Fox.
And I really love Fox's game. He's got a ton of room to grow, but boy, does he play with intensity.
Holmgren with a screen on Porter. The 3 from Morant. The rebound by Sharp. Spurs trail by 3. A pass to Fox. Porter with it. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Floats it up for Holmgren. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Johnson outside. Pass to Castle. From 13, the kick out to Porter. Goes back up. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That's on Brook Lopez.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
The Spurs have shot 10 of 11 at the line. Nice work so far for them. And he can't get the first one. Vassell, he's checked in for De'Aaron Fox. Giannis, he's checked in for Milwaukee.
We got this.
And the second free throw, good. Bucks leading by 4. Now here's Morant. He's got 14. Antetokounmpo, a screen on Porter. It's Morant with the drive. To the wing right side. Holmgren. Porter pulls it in. San Antonio's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And that one, good. Johnson's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, that's where Johnson does most of his scoring. He's very effective down low.
Near the three-point line, it's got it! Oh!
Amazing! Perfect timing there.
And give him credit. Good awareness of the time remaining.
Yeah, really a perfect way to finish that quarter on a strong, positive note.
Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Bucks lead by 4. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. Let's hear what Doc Rivers has going on over in his huddle.
Hey, guys, come on. Let's close this quarter. Let's close it. Got to pick up our pace. Right here.
And Doc Rivers looking for a faster tempo, as you heard, wanting to make a big push here.
I think he realizes when his team is attacking at both ends, that's when they tend to go on runs.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Johnson and Wembanyama make up the 4 and the 5. Then there's Devin Vassell. Then there's Kevin Porter. And it's Branham in at the shooting guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Antetokounmpo against Porter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Morant. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. That's good from Morant.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Good on both.
Yeah, great effort tonight, and he's been rewarded with trips to the line.
Pass to Johnson. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
That's a nice bit of space, and Johnson was locked and loaded for that catch-and-shoot shot.
Here's Morant. And the rejection by Wembanyama. A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And in a close game, blocks like that are so clutch, and that could be a real difference maker here tonight.
One minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Harden. Here he goes. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Porter. The rebound by the Bucks.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backcourt.
And the dunk by Holmgren.
And given that Holmgren is 7 feet tall, he's a threat to throw it down at any time.
Here's Branham, guarded by Harden. Morant against Porter. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots a fader. Rebounded by the Bucks. Doncic has got 9 rebounds now tonight. Floats it up for Holmgren. And the dunk by Holmgren.
I like when Holmgren's teammates take advantage of his length. Perfect alley-oop.
And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the San Antonio Spurs. Pass to Wembanyama. To the middle. Here's Vassell. And it goes down 2 points. Vassell's got his first 2 points of the night.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Well, despite his lack of efficiency, the team has put together a good offensive effort tonight.
Bucks leading by 5. Here's Morant. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
Morant using that quickness to his advantage. That time he gets that one to fall.
For San Antonio, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Wembanyama, a screen on Morant. Wembanyama passes to Johnson. Johnson with a screen on Harden. A 3. Branham can't get it to go. Bucks have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. Harden against Porter. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And this is Harden's specialty. One of the best in the league at drawing contact, and yet still able to convert.
Jeremy Sohan's checked in for the Spurs.
Shooting 1.
One shot.
Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
There's Porter at the 3. That shot misses.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Harden, no good.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Pass to Sohan. It's Vassell on the wing. Guarded by Doncic. And here is Vassell. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. And here's Doncic from the arc. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Antetokounmpo's got 4 assists in the game. Spurs trail by 13. On the wing, Porter. Guarded by Morant. Fader on the way. That shot is good. He has made 8 while missing only 4. That's 67% shooting.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Montgomery, the pass to Morant. And then Morant slams it in.
Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying to get back into a game like this.
Ouch, Greg, that is definitely an emphasis jam. A big apostrophe or exclamation point, maybe even a question mark. Back to Wembanyama. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Milwaukee.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
First free throw is good.
A generational talent. Wembanyama is an all-around player with incredible upside.
A different look now for San Antonio. Castles checked in for Vassell, and De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Kevin Porter. And then for Milwaukee, Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Giannis Antetokounmpo, and Stephen Curry subbed in for Luka Doncic. And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
Well, you have to appreciate a big man who can step up to the line and knock it down with confidence.
Curry with it. Now guarded by Wembanyama. And the foul on Jeremy Sohan. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Spurs making a switch here. Sharp's checked in.
Number 16, Day'Ron Sharpe.
Morant right side. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. 6 to shoot. Outside Curry. Over Castle. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And the lightning quick release of Curry really came in handy there.
Fox against Morant. Pass to Castle. Sharp with a screen on Curry. Here's Castle. And it's denied. And they get it back. Sharp with a screen on Abdul-Jabbar. San Antonio again missing. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Milwaukee. This is the most they've led by, 13 points. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line. So we'll see Stephen Curry go to the line right here. Them one on Castle. And many around the league believe Curry doesn't get enough fouls called in his favor. G.A., what do you think?
There could be some truth to that. He gets held and grabbed more than anyone when running off screens, but especially blatant on drives to the rim. And you know with Curry, what impresses me most is his efficiency. That's not something we normally see in a high-volume jump shooter.
Pass to Sohan. Wembanyama outside. Back to Sohan. Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Antetokounmpo's got his 6th rebound on the night. And they double up Giannis. Abdul-Jabbar passes to Montgomery. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama.
Team foul. Shooting for Milwaukee, Montgomery taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
No good on the free throw. He hits the second from the line. Spurs trail by 17. To the inside. And the dunk by Sohan.
And that's one of Fox's strengths, trying to involve his teammates first. A really good passer who wants to play for his guys.
Fox against Curry. Curry goes inside. And the layup is good. Curry's got 13 points here in the second half alone.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Pass to Sohan. Here's Castle, guarded by Doncic. Down low, here's Fox. And that's rejected by Abdul-Jabbar. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Bucks leading by 17. And here's Doncic from the arc. And then Abdul-Jabbar slams it in.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
Pass to Wembanyama. Vassell against Antetokounmpo. Wembanyama sets a screen for Vassell. Over Giannis. And the basket by Vassell. Vassell's got 4 points now in the quarter. Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Doncic with a screen on Fox. Here's Curry. And it's Fox with the rebound. Spurs trail by 17. Here's Sohan. No good from outside.
Yeah, he hasn't been at his best this quarter. I'd like to see him be a little more patient right now.
Back to Curry. Outside, Abdul-Jabbar. To the middle. Here's Doncic. Here's Montgomery. And that one is stuffed right through. That gives him the double-double. 11 points and 11 rebounds.
That's why you never quit battling on the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the boards.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And that timeout by Coach was carefully measured, wanting to make sure that everybody is on the same page here. Milwaukee on D. Spurs passing it around. Pass to Castle. That's good, and it's Wembanyama with the assist. Castle's got 13 points here in the second half alone. Curry against Fox. Outside Curry. Abdul-Jabbar on the wing. The three for Doncic. A rebound by the Spurs. Wembanyama has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Vassell. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a 3-point shot.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, when you watch Vassell, it's easy to see why scoring comes so natural to him.
And so he makes both from the line. Here's Doncic. Outside Curry. .131 left to play in the final quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Doncic. Rebound San Antonio. Wembanyama's got 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Offensive rebound, and that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. And we have to take another glance at that powerful rejection.
And big defensive plays like that will help them stay in control of this one.
Outside, Fox. Over Curry.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the Bucks.
You know, their big advantage was points in the paint.
And they found a way to pound the ball inside. And that was working all game long.
And so checking out their record tonight, it'll mark win number 32 overall.
A 2-game season series. They win them both and complete the sweep.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Luka Doncic.
And he found a way to leave his mark on every facet of the game. His activity and energy were huge factors.
So San Antonio goes with a fresh 5 on the floor. They can take their time on this possession.
It wouldn't be a bad idea. Just give themselves a little bit of a break.
Here's Morant. From down in the low post, it goes.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
It is always a special feeling winning on the road. The degree of difficulty adding to that sense of accomplishment.
Sharp with a screen on Holmgren. Johnson from outside. Rebound, Milwaukee. And they can just dribble the ball until the buzzer.
Yeah, they got to be happy with the outcome.
So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Ja. The bench was huge tonight. They came through. How big was their performance?
That just shows you that whoever's coming in the game, just be ready. We got the next man up. When your number is called, just be ready to play. Help us win ball games.
Well, they did that tonight, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
Much appreciated, David. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. So for Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. But as we go, let's take a look at our player of the game, Luka Doncic.